All right, guys, listen up. We're about to embark on an epic adventure, a journey through some of the most breathtaking landscapes in the United States. That's right, we're headed straight to the heart of the Rockies, to a state that's basically synonymous with outdoor paradise Colorado. I'm talking majestic mountains, alpine lakes that look like they were plucked straight out of a postcard, and enough hiking trails to satisfy even the most hardcore outdoor enthusiast. And that's not even scratching the surface. Whether you're a seasoned climber, a history nerd, or just someone who appreciates a damn good view, Colorado's got something for you. We're talking about a state that's as diverse as its terrain. You've got bustling cities like Denver, overflowing with art, culture, and craft breweries, and then you've got charming mountain towns like Telluride, where you can rub shoulders with celebrities at the film festival. We're talking about a place where you can ski world-class slopes in the morning and soak in natural hot springs in the afternoon. So buckle up, guys, because we're about to dive headfirst into the top 20 must-visit places in Colorado. This is going to be a wild ride. And before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on this incredible journey. First up, Rocky Mountain National Park, 415 square miles of pure wilderness, jagged peaks clawing at the sky, meadows blanketed in wildflowers, and dense forests. Over 300 miles of trails, from leisurely strolls to challenging climbs. Summit Long's Peak, a 14,000-foot behemoth. The views, worth every step. Explore hidden valleys and secluded waterfalls. Spot elk, bighorn sheep and marmots. Rocky Mountain National Park is calling your name. Next up, we're heading to a place that feels like it was plucked straight out of a sci-fi movie, Garden of the Gods. Seriously, this place is otherworldly. Imagine towering red rock formations, sandstone spires that shoot up towards the sky. It's a landscape that defies explanation, a geological masterpiece. You can wander through the park on paved trails, taking in the grandeur, or hike or rock climb these sandstone giants. And the best part, it's free to enter. It's a reminder that sometimes the most incredible destinations are right in our own backyard. All right, guys, we're hitting you with another banger, Mesa Verde National Park. This place is like stepping into a time machine, but instead of Doc Brown and a DeLorean, you've got ancient cliff dwellings and a whole lot of history. We're talking about the ancestral Pueblo people who called this place home over 700 years ago. You see those cliff dwellings carved right into the canyon walls? Talk about prime real estate, right? These weren't just a few huts either. We're talking elaborate structures, some with over 150 rooms. Imagine the stories these walls could tell. The ancestral Pueblo people were masters of their environment, building these intricate homes and creating a thriving community. It's mind-blowing to think about how they lived their lives, what they valued, and how they thrived in this rugged landscape. Walking through these ruins is like stepping back in time. You can practically feel the presence of the people who lived here centuries ago. It's humbling, inspiring, and a little bit eerie all at the same time. You've got to see it to believe it. Next up, we're taking you to Aspen, Colorado. This place is a playground for the rich and famous, but don't let that fool you. There's something here for everyone. If you're into skiing, snowboarding, or just looking like you are, Aspen's got your back. We're talking world-class slopes, pristine powder, and enough adrenaline to keep you going all day long. But Aspen's not just about the slopes. This town comes alive with a vibrant cultural scene. Think art galleries, high-end boutiques, and restaurants serving up some seriously delicious food. Whether you're into Michelin-star dining or grabbing a quick bite after a day on the mountain, Aspen's got you covered. And hey, if you're feeling lucky, hit up the casinos. You never know, you might just strike it rich. But even if you don't walk away a millionaire, the energy and excitement of Aspen are contagious. It's a place where you can let loose, have some fun, and maybe, just maybe, rub shoulders with a celebrity or two. So pack your bags, grab your skis, and get ready for an unforgettable experience in Aspen, Colorado. Just make sure you pack your wallet. This town ain't cheap. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter a world of sand. The Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado. Towering dunes, some over 750 feet high. A playground for adventurers, sandboarding, sand sledding, and breathtaking views from the top. The night sky explodes with stars. Camp out under this celestial canopy. The Great Sand Dunes National Park is a testament to nature's power and beauty. All right, we're hitting the ground running in the mile-high city Denver. This place is buzzing, a concrete jungle surrounded by these incredible mountains. Talk about a view, right? You could be hiking a 14er in the morning and catching a concert in the city that night. First things first, you've got to check out the art scene. Denver has some seriously cool museums. The Denver Art Museum, amazing. The Clifford Still Museum, mind-blowing. Trust me, you'll be inspired. And after you've had your fill of art, grab a craft beer. Denver's got breweries on every corner. And the food scene, forget about it. From food trucks slinging gourmet tacos to James Beard award-winning restaurants, your taste buds are in for a wild ride. And listen, no trip to Denver is complete without catching a game. Nuggets, Broncos, Rockies, Avalanche, doesn't matter. The energy in this city is electric. You've got to soak it all in. Next stop, we're ditching the city vibe for something a little more, how do you say, charming. Telluride, Colorado. This place is straight out of a postcard. Nestled in a box canyon, surrounded by these massive peaks, it's jaw-droppingly beautiful. Seriously, every way you turn is another photo op. The architecture here is like stepping back in time. Historic buildings, colourful Victorian homes, and this main street that's just begging you to stroll down it. But don't let the quaintness fool you. Telluride has a pulse. This place comes alive, especially during the Telluride Film Festival. Big-time actors, directors, everyone descends on this tiny town. It's crazy. Even if you're not a film buff, the energy is contagious. You can practically feel the creativity in the air. Plus the hiking around here, unbelievable. Waterfalls, alpine lakes, wildflowers exploding everywhere you look. Telluride is a feast for the senses, no doubt about it. All right, from one cool town to another, we're making our way to Boulder, Colorado. This place is like the love child of a mountain town and a college campus. You've got that laid-back vibe, but with an edge. Think craft breweries meet outdoor adventure, all wrapped up in this incredible scenery. Boulder is all about that active lifestyle. Hiking, biking, rock climbing, you name it, they do it here. And the best part, you can practically roll out of bed and be on a trailhead in minutes. Flatirons, Bear Peak, the options are endless, but it's not all about breaking a sweat. Boulder's got this downtown area, Pearl Street Mall that's just buzzing, street performers, quirky shops, restaurants with patios that practically spill out onto the street. It's the perfect place to just wander, grab a bite, and soak up the atmosphere. And did I mention the craft beer scene? Because wow, Boulder is crawling with breweries. From award-winning IPAs to experimental sours, you could spend a whole week here just doing a brewery tour. And trust me, it would be a delicious week. All right, guys, we're talking Colorado, and you can't mention Colorado without Pikes Peak. Iconic, seriously, like picture Colorado on a postcard. Boom, there's Pikes Peak. 14,115 feet of pure rock, just begging to be conquered. You can drive up, which is an experience in itself. Hairpin turns, sheer drops, the whole deal. And the views from the top, absolutely breathtaking. It's like you're on top of the world. Definitely a must-see in Colorado. Get ready for something completely different. Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. Imagine a giant crack in the earth, carved out over millions of years by the Gunnison River. It's deep, dark, kind of terrifying, and absolutely mesmerizing. The walls are almost vertical, plunging thousands of feet to the river below. Standing on the edge, looking down into that abyss, you feel small, insignificant. The name Black Canyon, it's not an exaggeration. The dark volcanic rock absorbs all the light around it. It's eerie, beautiful, like nothing you've ever seen before. Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, a must-see for anyone visiting Colorado. All right, guys, let's talk about Vail. If you're into skiing, snowboarding, or just luxury mountain living, Vail is the place to be. This is where the rich and famous come to shred, but don't let that scare you off. Vail has something for everyone. First and foremost, the skiing is legendary. We're talking over 5,000 acres of skiable terrain, from gentle beginner slopes to expert-only chutes that'll have your heart racing. And the snow? Colorado powder, man. Need I say more? It's light, it's fluffy, it's like skiing on a cloud. But Vail isn't just about skiing. The village is a whole experience in itself. It's like stepping into a European ski town with cobblestone streets, high-end boutiques and restaurants serving up everything from gourmet burgers to five-star dining. And the best part, Vail is a year-round destination. In the summer, you've got hiking, biking, golfing, you name it. There are festivals, concerts, art shows, always something going on. So whether you're an adrenaline junkie looking for the next powder day or just want to experience the high life in the Rockies, Vail is calling your name. All right, guys, we're talking Colorado, and you can't mention Colorado without these bad boys popping up, the maroon bells. They're like the poster children for this state, and for good reason. Just look at them. These peaks are iconic. I'm talking jagged, snow-capped, reflecting in crystal-clear lakes. Iconic. If you're a photographer, a hiker, or just someone who appreciates a damn good view, this place needs to be on your list. The hiking here is unreal. Miles and miles of trails winding through aspen groves beside rushing rivers, all with that backdrop of the bells looming large. It's challenging, no doubt, but the kind of challenge that leaves you buzzing. Trust me, a sunrise hike to Crater Lake, life changing. You'll thank me later. Thank me. All right, Durango. This place is a trip back in time, but like the coolest kind of time travel. We're talking a real deal Wild West town with a history richer than a prospector's dreams. Durango's got it all. Saloons, a historic train, even a freaking narrow gauge railroad chugging through the mountains. It's like stepping onto the set of a Western movie, only it's the real deal. Speaking of the railroad, you have to take a ride on the Durango and Silverton. It's not just a tourist trap. This thing is legit historic. They've been running it since the 1880s, hauling silver ore through these mountains. And the views? Don't even get me started. Canyons, waterfalls, forests. It's like riding through a postcard. Durango, man, must see. Okay, let's talk Steamboat Springs. Now, this place gets known for its skiing, and yeah, the powder here is legendary. But Steamboat's got way more going on than just the slopes. First off, the name says it all, hot springs. Natural geothermal hot springs bubbling up all over the place. After a long day shredding the mountain, there's nothing better than soaking in those mineral-rich waters. But hold on, there's more. This town is super family-friendly. We're talking awesome restaurants, cute shops, and that classic Colorado charm, all wrapped up in a laid-back vibe. And if you're here during the summer, hiking, biking, fishing, you name it, Steamboat's got something for everyone year-round. All right, guys, buckle up because we're headed to Colorado Springs, the second largest city in Colorado and home to the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Training Center. Yeah, this place is basically a factory for producing gold medalists, but don't worry, you don't have to be an athlete to enjoy it. First up, you gotta check out the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. It's America's only mountain zoo, and it's built right into the side of Cheyenne Mountain. I'm talking giraffes with a view, people. And don't even get me started on the cog railway that takes you to the top. Trust me, this place is wild. Next, you got to visit the United States Air Force Academy. The campus is absolutely stunning. And you can even watch the cadets train. Talk about motivation. Plus, the views from the academy are incredible. And if you're looking for something a little more low-key, check out the Garden of the Gods. It's just a short drive from the city, and it's home to some of the most incredible red rock formations you'll ever see. Seriously, pictures don't do this place justice. All right, guys, get ready to experience the wild side of Colorado because we're headed to Crested Butte. This place is known as the wildflower capital of Colorado, and for a good reason. Come summertime, the hillsides around Crested Butte explode with wildflowers. Seriously, it's like walking through a painting. But Crested Butte isn't just about pretty flowers. It's also a mountain biking mecca. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, there's a trail here for you. From flowy single track to gnarly downhill runs, Crested Butte has it all. And the best part is you're surrounded by some of the most stunning scenery in the world. And after a long day of riding, be sure to hit up one of the many brews or restaurants in town. Crested Butte knows how to do aqua bike right. This place is a true gem. It's got a little something for everyone. But most importantly, it's a place where you can truly escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and just breathe. So what are you waiting for? Add Crested Butte to your Colorado itinerary. All right, guys, get ready to step back in time because we're headed to Breckenridge, a historic mining town that's as charming as it is adventurous. This place has it all: world-class skiing, stunning scenery, and a rich history that's just waiting to be explored. First things first, you've got to hit the slopes. Breckenridge Ski Resort is one of the largest in North America, with over 2,900 acres of skiable terrain. That's a lot of powder, people. But Breckenridge isn't just for skiers and snowboarders. The town itself is a historic gem with Victorian architecture and a lively main street filled with shops, restaurants, and bars. Take a stroll down Main Street, grab a bite to eat, and soak up the atmosphere. And don't forget to check out the Breckenridge Heritage Alliance museums to learn about the town's rich history. From its gold rush roots to its transformation into a world-renowned ski destination, Breckenridge has a story to tell. So what are you waiting for? Add Breckenridge to your Colorado bucket list. Buckle up, we're heading to the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park. This isn't some walk in the park, people. Imagine standing on a massive suspension bridge, stretching over 1,000 feet across a canyon, the Royal Gorge carved by the Arkansas River. So deep it makes the Empire State Building look tiny. Standing on the bridge, feeling the wind, looking down. Terrifying, right? But that's the beauty of it. It pushes you out of your comfort zone. And the views? Unforgettable. Zip lines, gondolas, and an aerial tram, an adrenaline junkie's paradise. Guys, we're talking Glenwood Springs, Colorado. This place is like a giant natural spa with a side of adrenaline. First up, the hot springs. Imagine giant steaming pools of mineral-rich water surrounded by these towering cliffs. And don't think for a second that Glenwood Springs is just about relaxation. We're talking about the Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. You can ride the giant canyon swing and the haunted mine drop. Trust me, Glenwood Springs is a must visit. Next up, Manitou Springs, the quirky artsy cousin of Colorado towns. Nestled at the foot of Pikes Peak with a bohemian vibe, art galleries, funky shops and natural mineral springs. The Manitou Incline is legendary, a mile-long trail climbing over 2,000 feet. The views from the top are breathtaking. Reward yourself with amazing food in Manitou Springs. Small-town charm, big-time adventures and mountain views. So there you have it, folks. 22 epic places to add to your Colorado bucket list. From towering mountains and stunning national parks to charming towns and adrenaline-pumping adventures, this state has it all. I don't care if you're a seasoned traveler or a first-time explorer, Colorado will blow your mind. Don't forget to drop a comment below and let me know which place you're most hyped to visit. And while you're at it, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more travel inspiration. Until next time, keep exploring.